Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Salutations, your yoga wake-up flow. Come to the front of your mat, find your Tadasana standing position. The feet can be either closed or hip-width apart as you like it. Then inhale, draw a deep breath in, find your way with the arms overhead, extend, and then exhale, come into forward fold. You want to be easy on your hamstrings until you're a little bit more warmed up. Then bend the knees, step back with the left leg into low lunge. Bring the chest up a little bit. We're simply trying to get ourselves into warm yoga mode here. And then lower down, chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale, come into a small cobra. Be easy on your lower back for a few rounds. And then press up and shift your hips back into downward facing dog. First down dog, press the mount of the index fingers firmly into the ground, and we're coming back forward with the right leg. So same side lunge, we're doing the other side in a minute. Lift the chest a little bit and then step forward with both legs again into forward fold. Yeah, let the head hang, nose to the knee, relax your shoulders, and then bend the knees and roll up into standing. Wonderful. We'll do the same again, this time with the other side, starting with the right leg. So bring the hands to the chest, Anjali Mudra if you want to. Inhale, extend, slight back bend if you want to. Bend the knees, roll forward, forward fold, nose to the knee. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit, step back with the right leg this time. Right leg stepping back, low lunge, lift the chest a little, and then come into your plank position. Hold for a few seconds and then lower down. Pressing down, elbows are tight to the chest. Inhale, small cobra, and then press up. Pull the navel in. Downward facing dog. Remember to press the mount of the index finger into the ground. Spread those fingers out. Perfect. Then simply come forward with the left leg, low lunge, lifting the chest a little. Feel free to wibble and wobble and explore as we get warmed up here. And then stepping forward into forward fold. Bend the knees some, draw the navel in, and then roll up into your standing position. Get rid of the mosquitoes if you have to. I was eaten alive. So let's get a little bit more creative. Vinyasa. So inhale, draw the arms overhead, and then exhale, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Then inhale, draw the arms overhead. Exhale, try to close both arms behind you on top of your sacrum. Inhale, draw the arms overhead, following with the gaze, following with your sacrum. Slight back bend and extension here. And then exhale into your forward fold. Perfect. We're stepping back into plank position. So bend the knees, anchor the hands on the ground, hand underneath your shoulders, come into your plank position, draw the navel in, and now shift those hips back into down dog, then roll forward into your plank, and again shifting the hips backward, rolling over the feet, and then roll forward into plank position until your shoulders are above your heads. Pressing back again, last time, rolling forward. Wonderful. Stay in plank. We're lowering down. Great. Small cobra or a little bigger as you like it, as you feel it, as you get warmed up. And then press it back again into your downward facing dog. First down dog split. Hey, you've been waiting for those. Left leg starts, lift into down dog split, extend your left hip, open that left hip, and then step forward into low lunge. Keep the arms on the ground. We're lifting the hips, lowering the chest a little bit. Yeah, stretching that front leg, and then inhale, lift the chest again. Exhale, stretch that front leg, engage into your right back leg, into the big toe mound, and then inhale, lower down. Last time, exhale, pull the navel in, stretch that front leg. Inhale, lower down, and we're coming into our first Not yet warrior, high lunge position. Inhale, draw the arms overhead, follow with the gaze, full extension of the front body, and then lower down into plank position. Again, come down into chaturanga, then small big cobra, or maybe upward facing dog already if you're feeling like it, and then press back into your down dog. Right leg this time coming up into down dog split. Little ducks coming here, very sweet. So right leg lifts, extend the right hip joint, press your chest down towards the mat, and then step forward into low lunge. Keep the hands on the ground. Exhale, draw the navel in, lift the hip, lower the chest down, basically a forward fold, and then inhale, come back into lunge. Ducks are looking for food. Exhale, draw the navel in, lift the hips, and inhale, chest is coming up. Last time. Exhale, draw the navel in, hips are coming up, lower down your chest. Inhale, extend, then bring your chest up all the way, draw the arms overhead, follow your hands with the gaze. Little bit of back bend here in lunge position. Wonderful, great one. And then come back, lower down, plank position, chaturanga, your version of a cobra or upward facing dog. And then we find ourselves back into downward facing dog. Now we're always coming back here into down dog. Next sequence, simply warrior poses. So come up, lift your left leg up into down dog split. Open your left hip joint, then step forward, and then anchor your right foot 60 degrees into warrior one position. Stay low, then lift and inhale. Arms come overhead, extend your chest. Open those armpits. Hands close together. Wonderful. Open that right hip joint. Then exhale, come back into plank position. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Your version, little cobra, small, big, upward facing dog, whatever your back feels like. You might get warmed up by now. And then we're pressing back into downward facing dog. Other side. Lift the right leg up. Open the front of the hip joint. Contract your right glute so the right hip can open a little bit more. And then step forward with the right leg into low lunge. Anchor the left foot, 60 degrees. Come into warrior one. Inhaling. Lift the arms overhead. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Little back bend, but stay low. Bend the front leg 90 degrees if you can. And then lower back down, stepping back into plank position. Chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale. Your version of our back bend. Yeah, getting more excited here. And then find your way back into downward facing dog through planking up. So let's start with a few back bends. Getting a little deeper, lifting the left leg into down dog split. Open the front hip. Then step forward. We're staying in lunge this time. So keep your right toes on the ground. Your heel is in the air. Then cross your hands behind your back and exhale. Bow to the front. Inhale, come back up into high lunge. Exhale, bow. Lowering your chest down, nose to the knee. Inhale, come back up. Last time. Exhale, lower down. And now we're staying here, trying to release those hips. Maybe you can lift those arms a little bit more while drawing your shoulders away from the ears. And then come up all the way, slight back bend if you want to. And then step back into your plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog if you can, else simple cobra, you know the drill. Then pressing back into downward facing dog, other side. Lifting the right leg into downward facing dog, split. Opening the front hip joint, pressing your chest towards your knee, and then stepping forward, stay in lunge position. So heels staying up, cross those hands behind your back, exhale, lower down. Chest goes to the ground, nose to the knee, or even further. Inhale, coming up, lifting the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Great hip opening. And last time, exhale, stay down, lift those arms as much as you can, lower down. Remember to keep those hips low. And then inhale, slight back bend if you can. Then release those hands, come back into plank position. Lower down, inhale into upward facing dog or cobra. Wonderful. And we all meet back in downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's go a little bit deeper into back bends. Come again with the left leg lifting up, down dog split. Get ready, stepping forward, low lunge. Now anchor your right foot 60 degrees on the ground. Inhale, lift those arms and bend backwards as much as feels comfortable for you. Keep your balance. You can either look up towards your hands or look forward, whatever feels good for your neck, for your back. Stay low with that front leg. Then come up with the back leg into lunge position. So lifting the heel, cross those fingers behind your back. And now pull those hands away from you. Come into a back bend. Standing back bend in lunge position. Then lower those hands down. Sun Salutation, Vinyasa. Inhaling. Maybe upward facing dog or cobra, exhaling, pressing back into downward facing dog. Guess we're all in a flow now. Then lifting the right leg, other side. Open the right front of the hip. Inhale, exhale, stepping forward. We're coming into warrior position first, so anchor your left foot 60 degrees on the ground. Then inhale, draw the arms overhead towards the sky, lifting the chest, lift the gaze if you want to, otherwise look forward, back bend and warrior one. Keep your balance. Keep breathing softly and then lift the back heel, come into lunge position. Interlace those fingers, lift the fingers up, back bend, in lunge position, lift the chest. Be gentle and careful with your back. And then slowly exhale, coming forward. Draw the navel in, core strength, pushing down into your vinyasa. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. And then push back into downward facing dog. One last round, side opening. And I guess you can really go for it now. Inhale, left leg, coming up. And now we're bending the knee and try to shift your left foot over to the right side, really opening that left hip here, a little bit of a rotation going on, and step forward. Anchor your right foot 60 degrees, come to warrior two position. Keep the front knee bent 90 degrees, arms on the line of the horizon. Come into reverse warrior, extend your left arm overhead, bending towards the right, towards your stretched out leg, really pressing your outer arches into the ground, the outer heel, and then come forward into side angle pose, hand either on the ground or elbow on the knee, pressing your knee out to prevent it from falling in, really extending the whole right side here. And then come back up into warrior two, lower down into your plank position. Our second last vinyasa, inhaling into cobra or upward facing dog, and then exhale, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's have a last round. Right leg coming up, extending the right hip, bend the knee. Now draw your right foot towards the left side. Slight rotation going on here. And then step forward. Come into warrior two, anchor the back foot 60 degrees. Arms are on the water line or line of the horizon. Come into reverse warrior. This time your right hand is reaching backwards. You always want to include the whole spine into the movement, so including the head here as much as feels comfortable. You might also rotate your head into a comfortable position. Side angle extension. This time extend the whole left side, hand either on the ground or elbow on the knee. Knee is pointing out in direction of your second and third toe. Wonderful extension here. We're all warmed up so we can fully benefit from these opening poses, and then spiral forward, come into your plank. Last upward facing dog or cobra, and then press back into your down dog, extending the back, releasing the spine one last time, and then bend the knees some, bend those elbows a little bit, and then step or hop forward to come into forward fold. Wonderful. Release the back, the head, the neck, nose to the knee. And then bend those knees, draw the arms overhead. Inhale deeply. I wish you the most magnificent day ever. Have a great day. Thank you for joining.
Yes, I